Yeah, I mean,
It's amazing how a narrative, just a spin on a narrative, changes everything.
actually, you know what? I think one of the most profound, not one of the most profound, but one of something that really struck me of late is that how, narratives are what shape our lives more than anything else.
Yeah.
And it seems, at first it seems like a bunch of woo, but then
No,
when you
no.
really, really reflect on it, it's sort of the fact that what distinguishes us as creatures is
Mm.
our ability to imagine and think and
It is.
and
It is.
craft a story.
We are. We live more in our world of narratives than we do in the real world.
Yes.
And this is why when Wittgenstein was asked, and he was trying to explain that, he said, "You see that if he said even like if he said if a dog or a lion could speak English, let's say they could speak and then they could speak English, and they still, he said, they still could not understand you, or you could not understand them, because it's not, you see, it's not the language, even if it had the linguistic capacity and the speech capacity with the words, you embody psychosocial realms that are human properties. They are emergent properties. They don't actually exist. And so much of our world, I would say, in fact, our world, without us realizing, the bulk of it, which we embody, is not the physical world around us.
No, not at
Yeah.
all. Not at all. I mean, I think even when you were talking about the history of the Abbasids in the last few um, sessions, it's interesting how history keeps repeating itself.
Yeah. Because the
It's this
stories don't change, do they? The
they
archetypes
don't
are the same.
they're the same. I mean, and the really interesting thing when you hear these stories and the sort
It's
of the
just
recurrence.
it's just
Sorry.
somebody, it's just always that desire, that ambition. There's a poet. He says, uh, I don't know if you understand Urdu. He says, "Yahan pe kisi ko bhi," he says, "Yahan pe kisi ko bhi kuch has pe arzu na mila, kisi ko hum na mile, or humko tu na mila." He says, you see, here in this world, nobody got their hearts, the extent of their desire. Nobody got that. He says, someone never got me, and
Right.
I never got you.
Right.
But it's true, it's just, it's a vicious cycle in which we as human beings are, and the archetypes don't change. We just, settings change.
Yeah, the archetypes don't change, but the odd thing is that where I started to really, really feel very strongly about narratives is the Quranic narratives. Um,
Hmm.
a common accusation you get maybe from other traditions, not an accusation, but there maybe misunderstanding is that, oh, these are just old stories which have been
Hmm.
miscommunicated or sort of passed down with the wrong kind of information because it doesn't quite fit the biblical stories. There are certain things which are there in the Bible which are not there in the Quran. But I feel that when you look at the narratives that the Quran has expressed with the original stories,
Yeah.
it's really getting to the core of it, and really telling you about deeper aspects of human nature.